Okay, today is my first house analysis, 2022 house analysis, and you see all red. Not all, but most of the control of redistricting is Republican control. Solid blue, Democratic control. Solid red, Republican control. Likely red, Republican favored. Likely blue, Democratic favored. And is lean Democratic, means that they may have gained seats because of the Democratic governor. John Bel Edwards could have helped the Democrat to pick up one seat after redistricting. He may deal with the Republican to make a fair map, split the New Orleans district into one, and roll the Baton Rouge district into a single district, which may be leaning towards the Democrat. And the two Dems maybe it's a split control that may favor one side. Two to Minnesota because of Democratic governor, Democratic House legislative, but Republican control this Minnesota Senate. And Wisconsin, Democratic governor, and Republican control both state Senate and state legislative. Pennsylvania, same as Wisconsin. As the toss-up color state is the independent commission through the map. But I can't say that Wisconsin, like Louisiana, Democrat may deal with Republican to draw the fair map, and they may gain one seat. They may draw Wisconsin. They may draw Wisconsin into 4 district Democrat, 4 district Republican. They might split Milwaukee to make another district Democrat. Pennsylvania, we see in two House elections, 2002 and 2010. Republican gained a seat. Also, in Michigan, 2002-2010, Republican gained a seat. It could be the big GOP wave in 2022, like I said in the thumbnail. If you look at 2002, look, they gained 3 seats. And the Republican control in Texas, they gained 2 seats. So, Florida, Texas, also Georgia, the Republican control, they have planned to redistrict to give Republican more seats. And Democrats should be very worried about it. Also, the Republican might gain 1 seat in New Hampshire, which they promised to make New Hampshire 1st Congressional District very Republican. And the Democrat probably will hold on in Nevada. They might make Nevada 3rd congressional district bluer. Dems have to deal with the problem of Oregon redistricting. They control it, yes, but this state is harder. This state is harder to redistrict to give Democratic seat. In the state of Montana, probably Republican gain. Republican will gain Montana. Another seat that they will, all of this case except that a popular Democrat like Steve Bullock ran, might win. But I'll give the Republican an advantageous time. North Carolina, you know, they drew the map very Republican, that they drew the map into 3 Democratic districts and 10 Republican districts that time in 2010. Also, them should have worried in the state of Ohio that they may lost Toledo. They may lost in Tim Ryan district. They could draw Toledo, stick with the northeast, stick with the northwest. They could not. The Dems could not manage anything in Ohio. Instead they could file lawsuits. And Dems should war in Iowa, which the Republican control and could destroy Cindy X. Sharice Davids' seat is in danger. Republican is now targeting her very much. Also in South Carolina, Nancy Mace's seat, Republican is trying to save her to make her district redder. In Georgia, the 6th district and the 7th district, Lucy McBath and Carolyn Bordeaux to be redistricted into 1 district, to the safe district. So this is a Republican big wave case. And now, like in the thumbnail, I said about how Democrat launched a Democratic wave. Let's look into the 2002 House election. Compare with 2000 House election. If you see the number was exactly like a Democratic and a Republican at that time, but it's opposition. Democratic gained seat while Bush win. Republican lost seat. But in 2002, oops, I must this tab. 2002, Republican is the incumbent party, but they gained seat. And I would remind you that the main point is, will 2022 be like 2002? that incumbent party gained its seat. But then we have to look at Biden approval rating, generic ballot polls, and many of factors. Look at it. Republican and Democratic gain 1 seat in California. Republican gain 1 seat in Nevada. Both gain in Arizona. Gain 1 seat in Colorado. Gain 2 seats in Texas. Democratic gain 1 in Louisiana. Republican gain 1 in Minnesota. Gain 2 in Michigan. Gain 1 in Indiana. Gain 1 in Ohio. Dems and Republican gain 2 seats, so it's a net 0 in Georgia. Republican gain 3 seats in Florida. Gain 1 in Virginia. Democrat gain North Carolina. Oh, it's a net gain of 0. Democratic gain Maryland. Democratic gain New York. But the state is more solid than it was, so they might be less incumbents that cross over with the 2020 election results. They should be worried about Pennsylvania very much, because the year after Obama wins Pennsylvania, Republican gain many seats. Also, if you think that Maine 2nd Congressional District Republican may shrug them off, yes, that's possible, but I think that Jared Golden will hold on. Why? And it's because Jared Golden is a strong candidate. Trump win this district by about 8 points. But look at Jared Golden. He won by 6 points. It shows us that 14% shifted the vote to Jared Golden. Jared Golden expand his margin from 1% to 6%. He's quite a strong candidate in this time. So what I want to tell you about 2022 House election is, do not predict it too early. Do not predict it too early. Republican wave could be, but also Democratic may have gained seats, like in 2002, the incumbent party gained seats. Okay, so today, let's call it a day for today. And I will see you in next video. Goodbye.